What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review of the Franklin Sensors 710 Plus stud finder. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the sensor, including one thing you should know before buying. All right, so I'm going to show you this against a wall in a minute here. Just want to kind of go over the features so that you fully understand what it offers. So Franklin Sensors in general are very good sensors, just the brand as a whole. This is, again, the 710 Plus, not to be confused with the 710. The difference is this one has this on top to make sure that you're level when you're using things or putting it against the wall. So again, I'll show you against the wall in here a second here, but yeah, so the sensor itself, so it has that. The batteries, if you're wondering, are right under here, right? I'm only showing you that because I actually couldn't find the batteries myself when I was trying to install them. Kind of embarrassing, but that's the truth. In addition to that, they have the ruler right here, right? And that's really good with the leveler because if you're holding against the wall and you got to go halfway or, so many inches off center, you can do that. And then right here is what you press when you're actually doing your measurements, and it will basically have lights that come on here that show you where the stud is. So I'll do it against a table here real quick. So right there, you can see these lights are showing up. That just means that there's something under the table. Not a good example compared to a wall, but let's go ahead and bring it over to the wall. But that's how it actually detects the studs. All right, so we got a wall here. Go ahead and put it up against it, and we'll press this button down to actually detect everything. Now, again, it has 13 sensors, so it will detect anything. It is detecting something here, right? That is about the width of a stud. And that actually makes sense because it's saying it's right next to the electrical, right? And for somebody who does this stuff, you would know that, hey, those are usually connected to the electrical like that. So that makes sense. And basically that's what it does. You click and drag it over, and it'll actually show the stud the entire time across it. So it's really neat. We'll also do in the edge just to show that it's not a sham. So basically it's detecting, hey, we've got studs in these different places. Really easy to see and really clear where the center is as well. Now, one of the things that I like about this a lot, so right here we put a kind of like a wall covering. These are soundboards to dampen the sound in this room because we film in it. And I wanted to see if this would actually work with us. Now, these are about, I'd say probably about a half an inch or so, maybe a little less than that. But if we actually hold it down, you can see what happens here is as we dragged, there it is. So that it can actually detect that there is a 2x4 on the other side of this wall, even though there's a lot of interference, right? So it's pretty crazy how accurate this thing can be, even with all the interference in front of it. So I think that's a really, really cool example of how well these actually work. Now, again, this is the 710 Plus, which is a step up from the 710. The 710 doesn't have this right here. 710 Plus does have this, but the one thing even the 710 Plus doesn't have is something to let you know when electrical is around. So I like it when they have an electrical sensor on the inside as well, because it basically makes sure that you don't accidentally drill into some pipe or something that you obviously wouldn't want to, or some type of electrical, which could be harmful and dangerous. So I like when they have that. This still is very good for what it is. You saw how accurate it is and everything. So if you are considering getting it, I definitely don't think that you would regret it, and I hope that you enjoy.